Welcome back to Newsroom. I'm Chella Smith. This is your Middle East U.S. entertainment news here on YouTube. I air on Fridays. I bring you the latest on reforms and economics, Iraq, based on reports put out by the Middle East news media outlets. I do this weekly review, and it's based off my interest. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Last week, we talked about bank grants, citizen loans, the Green Zone, and al-Qaeda drone strikes. There isn't a lot of economics and reforms due to the political back and forth. Let's take a look at this week's headlines. Economic Al-Farat News reports Al Rafidain Bank announced that its branches in Baghdad and the governorates will continue to open the doors of the banks today, Saturday, and official holidays by receiving sale deposits of the stations belonging to the oil products distribution companies. Shafak News then reported the leader of the Sadrist movement, Muqtada al-Sadr, calls on Friday, today, the supporters of the coordination framework to support the sit-in and demonstration of the followers of the movement, calling for dissolution of parliament, holding early elections, and fighting corruption. This came in a statement by al-Sadr in conjunction with a scheduled demonstration for supporters of the coordination framework this afternoon on the doorsteps of Green Zone and in the governorates of Basra and Nineveh. Al-Sadr said in a statement, "According to my understanding, we and the tired community do not disagree on the existence of corruption and its prevalence in the country. And if we disagree with the leaders on that, the reform camp and its demonstrations is demonstration for you as well, the tired fans, in order to save the homeland, which has been held captive by occupation, terrorism, and corruption." He added, "Then let your demonstration be a victory for reforms, not a victory for the prestige of the state and governments that came to Iraq without any desired benefit." He also said, "Don't you want your dignity, freedom, security, sustenance, safety, and well-being as we demand? It is reasonable that you do not take inspiration from your Ahmed Hussein for reforms and the overthrow of the Yazid state. We did not try to demonstrate and sit in parallel with you, despite our abilities to do so. If you decide to demonstrate in conjunctions with reform demonstrations, let your demonstrations be peaceful and preserve civil peace." The information report on Thursday from the Central Bank of Iraq revealed that the cash reserves has risen to $82 billion, as well as the increase in gold balance to record levels. The official spokesman for the central bank, Amar Azam, said in a statement reported by the official Al Sabah newspaper, which was seen by the information, that the bank's reserve currently amounts to $82 billion. Azam added, Iraq also advanced 10th rank in the table of countries with the most gold to become the 13th in the world and 4th in the Arab world, as its total possessions exceeded 130 tons after purchasing an additional 34 tons. And this came within the bank's policy to achieve stability and ability to confront local and international economic variables. Gold is one of the most important assets held by the central bank and international financial institutions due to its acceptance at the level of international dealings. Shafak News then reported the Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kazimi and the head of the Al-Hikma movement, Ammar al-Hakim, discussed Sunday a number of files of the political, security, and economic arenas. Al-Hakim said in a statement, "We received this morning Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kazimi and discussed the developments of political, social, and service scene and explained the importance of keeping the interest of the citizens and the state institutions away from the difference of political forces." He added, "We reiterate the need to invest the financial abundance resulting from the rise in oil prices in improving the economic and social reality and diversifying sources of income. And we said that the financial abundance in the accidental events that must be invested in reviving reviving projects that in the rentier state. Al Hakim added, "We stress the importance of paying attention to the electricity sector and working to perpetuate it so that cases of complete extinction would not be repeated in some governorates. We also stress the importance of reforming the political system and combating corruption, and the need to use legal methods and the Constitution and adopt the principles of consultation among all so that way reforms would enjoy popular and societal support from all spectrums." He said, "We also call on the government and the security services to continue military and security operations to strike terrorism in its strongholds and stress the need to maintain relations with neighboring countries and the world based on the constant national interest and the Iraqi sovereignty." Baghdad Magazine News reports, according to an informed source, the arrest of a Kurdish representative of the new movement during a demonstration in Sulaymiya Governorate. A source said that the interview with Magazine News that the representative of the Kurdistan Parliament for the movement in the new generation, Mada Mamoun, was arrested while she was demonstration of the Rania district in Sulaymiya Governorate. Earlier in the day, the Sulaymiya government witnessed demonstration calling for the radical reforms of the system of governorance in the Kurdistan region. Lastly, Shafak News reports the city of Erbil, the capital of the Kurdistan region, is scheduled to host an international investment exhibition next week. The supervisor of the exhibition, Rabaz Darwish, told Shafak News Agency the exhibition will be with the participation of dozens of international, Arab, and local companies in the field of investment, and it will be held in the International Exhibition Hall in Erbil and will last 4 days. Darwish added that the exhibition aims to attract investments in the Kurdistan region and exchange investment experiences from foreign companies, in addition to introducing them to labor markets in Kurdistan. And you've been watching Newsroom Weekly Review. I'm Chella Smith, your Middle East U.S. entertainment news on reforms and economics, bringing you all the latest in our news without having to keep up with all the different outlets. I'm here on YouTube every Friday, so don't forget to subscribe. And if you like my content, smash the like button. I have opened up a Telegram group under Newsroom Chella Smith where you can review all my shows and special appearances, and also where I'm showing whoever wants to learn how I'm preparing to do my exchange. You can find that link in the community chat by following the instructions to Open EDU 101 chat, where you can join me and our newsroom family on Mondays or Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Zoom calls. If you miss those calls, you can always find us on Patreon for the replays. I hope you've enjoyed this week's newsroom. I'm trying to get out of the studio a little earlier today as I'm going to the Antique Machinery Show in my town. I'll be taking lots of pictures of the antique steamrollers, tractor trailers, cars, and trucks from as early as the 1920s. So have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Make sure you join us Fridays, 4 p.m. with Newsroom Updates with Chella Smith Entertainment News.